Year 6s and Future Techies, my name is Malix Vacaris, a Year 7 in 7R taught by Mr. Dwyer. So, we're going to be going over a bit of a virtual transition day today because you might not be having that due to COVID. Today we're going to be going over some things that you might need to know to put your mind at ease, some tips, just some things that will hopefully loosen your worrying. I'm going to start off with some of the things I was worrying about. Number one, and this is probably a big one for all of you too, as you've all probably heard, Bryn Teg is big, to say the least. And it's very easy to get lost. But the thing is, when you've got helpful Year 7s like up last year, coming around giving you maps, mentoring us, telling us where to go, you get used to it very quickly. And the Bryn Teg teachers are so helpful. On my first day, my parents said that I wouldn't need my art pack, which I didn't take, mainly because I believed them. And at the time, we found out that our first lesson was art, and I thought, oh gosh, I've got detention. This isn't a good way to start off my next 7 years in school. And turns out the teacher was just so nice about it. They really understand when you're coming up that you're not very experienced in this sort of stuff. To give you a bit of an idea on how the school day works, you've got form for about 15 minutes, you go in, you're out, and then you've got lesson, 5-minute break, lesson, 20-minute break, lesson, 5-minute break, lesson, lunchtime, last lesson, and then at 3:20 the school day ends and you get to leave. Your form is one of the biggest parts of Bryn Teg life, mainly because you get paired with a teacher you're going to be with for a long time, and you get paired with lots of friends. But the problem is, there's so many people from different schools that you get to meet and make new friends with, so please capitalise on that. There are so many different lessons in Bryn Teg compared to your primary school. My personal favourites are maths, RE, geography, PE, and I can't forget IT, can I? We've got such a great teacher, Mr. Vicar. He's definitely not paying me to say that. There is such a wide range of clubs in Bryn Teg, from sports to chess to cooking. There's so many different things you can do. So please, it would be a shame if you don't enter any of those. There are so many different events in Bryn Teg, from the Ice Stedford, which goes on every year, to different school trips and the Santa Appeal. There's just so much that you get to do other than lessons. And that's why secondary school is so fun, because you get so many opportunities. Enrichment. So every other week on a Wednesday, for your last lesson, you get to choose what you do, from Lego building to car racing to cycling to cooking to drama. There's so many different things you can do. You can learn a new instrument. So try doing something that you wouldn't have done before, because there's an opportunity to learn new things. A question that you've all probably got in your minds is, how much homework do we get? Not a lot, like really not that much. We get it about once every 3 weeks, I'd say, for a different subject, and we get a lot of time to do it. Also, our lessons aren't that different to the ones in primary school. They're harder, certainly, but before you go into the sort of comp lessons, you go over the things that you've done in primary school, so the teachers get to know what you're doing, so you get a recap before you go into harder work that the comp offers you. What's the food like, I hear you say? It is mind-blowing how much better it is compared to your primary school food. You get so much more choice, and it is so much better tasting. The canteen isn't that big a part of school life. It's where you're going to be eating for a long time. They have very, very good food, and the system they have there is very, very good. So you have a fingerprint scanner, and you put your fingerprint on it, which has essentially your account and your money on it. So when you just put it on, it'll sense it, and you order your food, you get your food, and your money goes off your account, which your parents top up weekly. So that system is very, very useful instead of taking cash every day and losing it. And yeah, and you don't have to do it because you can take packed lunch, snacks. I usually take a packed lunch in a bottle. My favourite meal is personally the breakfast baps, bacon, sausages and beans. They are so good. And go to the canteen every Wednesday snack time. It's so good. My top 5 tips. So, stay ready, respectful and safe. Try everything and embrace the change. Don't be afraid to make new friends. Be independent and just enjoy. So just to finish this video off, I want to say, please don't worry about this. It's such a good opportunity and where you're going to spend the next 7 years of your life, you've got to really enjoy it, to enjoy the process. There's so many different opportunities. I've had some of the best school year of my life before this happened. So just enjoy the journey, and it's much better than primary school. Welcome to Bryn Teg, and of all byd Ben Bont, remember the motto, it's to be a leader, be a bridge.